from Cebu, Philippines, in the province. Having an awesome time today, and hope you are as well, wherever you're from. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about 12 months that changed my life forever. Yeah, in the Philippines. 12 months, baby. 12 months. 1 year. That changed my life forever and ever and ever. Yeah. I know it sounds strange to hear somebody talking about their life being changed and that all rhymed, but it happened to me. You know, you know me. You guys, you know, all my regular people out there, y'all know me. I've been on the scene doing videos for 10 years. Oh, yeah, 10 years now. Since 2015. So you know me. Those of you that are regular, you know that you watch me a lot. I've been going through some stuff, man. In the last 12 months, it was like a roller coaster. Y'all serious? But you know what? It's been leveled out. It has been leveled out. And my life is stable like Mabel. You hear me? It is stable like Mabel. There are no mistakes. There are no ambiguities. There are no mishaps. There are no sorrows. There's no pain. There's no remorse. It is just certainty. I'm living my life on a certain level and a certain plane, and I'm not ashamed. And that all rhyme. Yeah. 12 months ago, in July of 2024, Lisa D and I decided to move. Yeah, we decided to move, man. Move from the city to the province, Cebu, Philippines. And it was a quite a move for us because I was at that time, I was not normally a province kind of guy. You know, I was like, I want to sit, I'm a city guy, you know, I got to have the city lights, bright lights, everything flashy, shiny, you know, action, yeah, let's go, quick, you know. That was me, that was me 12 months ago, you know. But then things happened that caused us to move. I reluctantly moved. My wife wanted to move. But so we both decided to move to the province. We had a house in the province, paid for, prayed for. And so we wouldn't have to pay any rent. You know? It was awesome, you know. But still I had some trepidation about moving because the lifestyle is slow. Everything is slow motion, you know. Everything is slow motion. If you know what the province, if you those of you have anything idea about the province life, let me tell you, everything's slow motion. But I had trouble with that. I said, man, I don't want that too slow, too slow. But telling you, on the flip side, that is the best thing ever happened to me. I had to slow my roll. You know what? I had to slow my roll. I had to slow my life down. I had to slow my lifestyle down. I had to slow down my mentality that permeated to my reality. Mm? And what was amazing to me, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the Love Train Nation, One Nation Under Groove, One Love, is that I did it by faith hmm in the Most High God. You know, Lisa and I prayed, Lord, you know, we want to move to the province. We don't know how we're going to make it, but we know that you're with us. God brought us through. It was amazing. When we first got here, first 3 months, it was it was not too it was not too cool. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's very hard. Had to get used to cows, chicken, goats, dogs, cats, any other kind of critter or creature or animal you could think of. I had to get used to being around them. Living on a farm. We live on a farm now. This is a farm. I'm living in a farmhouse right now, and I had to get used to that, man. This house is paid for, so we didn't have any rent, you know. So we rented our house out in the city, and we moved here. We wanted a change of scenery, and we got it. Boy, did we ever get a change of scenery. Things out here in the province life versus the city of Cebu is totally different. Okay, for those of you that are thinking about moving to the Philippines, I want to tell you something. Come on, yeah, come on down, Mister. You talking all that big yin yang? Yeah, I'm going to the Philippines. Yeah, and you ain't saved no money. You ain't done no research. Get yourself together. Do your research. Save your money up. Get you some income that's going to be sustainable. It's going to be consistent. Okay, because you cannot live off the Philippine pesos out there. And you cannot live off of love. Okay, get that in your thick skull. But when you get that together, move on. Come on. You know, life was. I've been here. This is my 10th. Excuse me. This is my 10th year of being married, but I've lived here 11 years. This is my 11th year living in the Philippines since 2014, and it's been an awesome experience for me. Uh, Living in the city was good until we ran into some things that we just couldn't believe would happen to us. And I'm not going to go into a long story about that, but we decided to move, and we prayed about it. God said, "Let's go." So we moved. We moved to the province area, which I didn't never think I would do because I'm not a kind of province guy. I wasn't at that time, wasn't a kind of province guy, but now I am. Things out here just open my eyes up. It's so relaxing out here, man, compared to city life. It is so peaceful. It's quiet. And when you get used to the, let me rephrase that. When you get used to the cows and the goats and the chicken and the all that noise, it's quiet. And it doesn't, that noise of the animals doesn't happen 24/7. It's only on occasions when they're got to eat or whatever, they got to feed them. That's all. Other than that, it's quiet out here, man. It's like a, I've never experienced such an amount of peace in my life, man. You know, it's amazing how the province life changed me in 12 months. It put me on a new mentality, and it began to reshape my reality. Okay, and that's what I want to let y'all know today. If you, many of you guys that watch me are inspired by me because I've been out here a long time. I married a Filipina, and we have a nice relationship. We have a nice family out here. We have a Filipino family, an American family, and so it's a blend of both worlds. And when you get into a relationship with a Filipina, it's a lot of stuff to take in consideration. Family is everything to a Filipina, and so you have to take that in consideration. A lot of times, American guys, they don't want to get involved with the significant other's family. But in the Filipina, it's a must. If you want a good relationship, you have to get involved with the family to some extent, to some level, or you're not going to have a stable, loving, kind, sharing, caring relationship with your Filipino. So once we moved to the province, all of the stress that we had in the city of Cebu vanished. Okay, I mean it wasn't overnight. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing happens overnight, but it was a change for us. Okay, 12 months, and I'm a different person. I used to be hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's go. Yeah, that's that. Y'all know me. That's how I was on all my all my shows. I was like, yeah. Not anymore. I'm telling you, I have calmed myself down to the ground, baby. Yeah, life is about living peacefully. If you have no peace in your life, you don't have no joy. hmm If you have no joy in your life, you have no enthusiasm. You know? And so I want peace, I want joy, and I want enthusiasm. And that means I have to slow it down. You can't catch the peace by running, ripping and running, and getting all tensed up. And that's chaos. I don't want chaos in my life. I want peace. And so what I found is peace in the prophets. Oh Lord, that's so nice. I will say that again. I found peace in the province and with the Lord on my side. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, I used to tell people, come to the city You'll live all right. And, for those of you who want to try the city life, go ahead and try it. I don't put anybody, I don't stop anybody from doing what they want to do. If you want to try the city life, go ahead. I wish I had known this back in 2014 when I moved to the Philippines, that the city life was not for me. I wish I had tried the province life then. I would have been much, much, I guess, more relaxed. I think I would have been more accomplished. I think I would have been more settled in a lot of different ways. But I guess I had to get to the city life to get to the province life. If you know what I know, everything happens for a reason. That's what they say, right? And everything happens for a season. So the city life was a season for me to be in. But now I'm in the province life. This is my season. Okay? And the people in the province are very, very kind hearted. Now, the people in the city life are still kind too, but you're going to find province people are more accepting, more loving, more sharing, and they accept you for what you are and who you are. They don't talk about your color. They don't talk about your nationality. They just You just try to relate to them. Even if they don't speak your language, they're going to try to relate to you in some kind of way. They'll do gestures, or they'll find a way to break that communication barrier. And so I'm learning the language. Now, one thing I know, one thing I can say, since I moved to the province, I speak the language even better now than I did in the city. I've always been not totally fluent in Cebuano, but now my language is better because it's all around me is people that don't speak a lot of English. Okay, so I have to learn the language better, and so it's been a blessing for me. Uh, Lisa D, as you guys know, Lisa D and I are trying to get a visa to go back to the United States, and we probably will. But I'm not rushing it. I'm gonna take my time. I mean, we're still on everything's in a slow roll with the visa people. So we're just in the meantime, we're here enjoying our lives. Eventually, we will be back in the USA, and we'll find a place there and live there with our people, enjoy it. Lisa D wants to experience the United States, and she wants to be a citizen. So we're gonna move there and enjoy our lives there. But right now, we're enjoying the province. 12 months has made a big difference in my life, and I will never be the same. I learned how to slow my roll. I learned how to relax. I learned how to enjoy life, the scenery, the little small things in life, uh, and I learned how to find peace in anything I do. Yeah, and man, that's a big change for BobbieD because I was like, let's go right now, let's go. That's the kind of guy I was. But I've changed, man. I just came back from I lived with I visited my people in the United States for 4 months. My daughter, my grandchildren, my sisters, my family, friends, and that was an awesome time reuniting with them. But at the same time, I miss my province life. So we're here enjoying ourselves, and it's so peaceful and quiet. We just got through eating our lunch. We had a late lunch. It's about almost 2 p.m. here in the Philippines. In the Eastern time in USA, it's about 2 a.m., something like that. Many of you are probably asleep now, and you'll probably see this on the replay. If you do, hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that like button and subscribe if you will. This is the life. This is BobbieD and this D. Oh, excuse me. One nation under groove, one love. Love Train Nation. Join the channel. I'm going to be doing more videos and more lives. Right now, I'm focusing on lives mostly. I'm not focusing on a whole lot of recorded videos because I think that the lives videos that I do will reflect a true analysis of where I am and what I'm doing and the lifestyle where I'm at right now versus recorded videos. So I'm going to focus more on live shooting videos and coming to you raw, straight up unfiltered, straight out of Cebu raw, giving you the unfiltered truth. When you do recorded videos, you have a tendency to clean it up and make it look like the way you want the people to see it. But when you do live, you can't make nothing up. It's raw, complete, unrehearsed, unfiltered, and that's what you're getting from me right now. raw. I'm sitting here in my living room in our house. It's a small 2-bedroom house. We got a living room and a kitchen at outside, big porch, big yard, and all like that. Animals all over it, dogs, cats, you name it. And it's just raw, man. I'm just trying to show you the peaceful life that I have now, as opposed to when we lived in the city of Cebu. Okay, this is it's like almost a complete turnaround. So if you kind of guy, you living in the States now, you about to retire, or you're thinking about retire, planning for retirement. Oh, one thing I want to give a shout out to John Thomas. Big John Thomas, thank you so much for the donation to the nation. One nation under God, one nation under groove. And thank you so much. One love. We appreciate John Thomas for the big donation to the Love Train Nation. And that all right. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate you. John Thomas, one of our longtime members. He is also thinking about moving to the Philippines. He's making his plans now. He told me in his little memo he sent me. And we'll encourage you, John, to go ahead and do your thing, man. You never know uh, what's in store for you until you break out of the mold. You never know what's in store for you until you get out of the cubbyhole. You feel safe now in the USA, you know, but sometimes you have to break out of that mold. You have to break out of that little box you're in order to see the other side of life. That's what I did. That 14. I did that 11 years ago. I broke out. I broke out of that box of the United States. I had a big corporate job, paying big money. I was making some good money, man. I'm serious. And I had on this job. I wasn't in management, so I can make overtime too. Man, I was doing good. But it was just like I felt like I was just going through the motions, and nothing was real to me. Okay, so I broke out and left the United States and moved to the Philippines to be with Lisa D, the one I love. We got married, and this long story short. This is where we are now. We've been here. I've been here 11 years. Been married to Lisa D 10 years. We're coming up on 10 years in November, and it's a blessing. So I want to encourage. I know a lot of guys out there watch this channel to try and learn how to get to the Philippines, to try and learn how to live uh, in a different lifestyle, and to try to learn how to break out of the USA mold. And a lot of things are going on in the USA right now. When you talk about how the administration is treating Social Security, veterans, schools, you name it. Everything is totally almost sort of turned upside down in the United States right now. There's a lot of people are angry. A lot of people want to move. And it's okay, man. But I want to tell you, before you make that move, make sure you make your plans and you have you done all your research, okay? And you choose the right place to move to. If you choose the wrong place to move to, it could be worse than where you're moving from, okay? I chose the right place to move to in the Philippines. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you think about the currency, uh, USA dollar, you can get about 56 pesos to one USA dollar. So financially, it's a no-brainer. Okay, you're gonna live really good out here. If you have a retirement income and you're living off retirement, you need about 2,500, 3,000 a month, and you can live very very well here off of that in the city, and in the province even better because everything is cheaper out in the province as opposed to in the city where the women are pretty. Okay, but yeah, it's I've been out here, man, 11 years, and it's been the best thing, one of the best things I've done in my life. You said, well, Bobby, why you want to move back to the States? Because I believe that the Lord wants me back to the States. That's why. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Christian. I love the Lord. And I believe God wants me back into the United States to be around my family. Now, that's hard for me because this is a time where a lot of people are moving from the States to the Philippines and other countries. But yet, I'm on the other side. I'm moving from overseas to back home. And people are like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? I'm going against the grain. I'm going against the grain. And so it's got to be a strong motivation for me to go against the grain because I'm living fine here. No financial worries, no stress, no rat race. You know what I'm saying? I'm living great. So why would I want to move back to the United States? Because I believe the Lord wants me there for a reason and for a season. And I obey the Lord more than anybody else or anything else in my life. I put God first. The Bible says that if you put God first, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay. So when you put God first, you gotta make that move. You gotta do what he asks you to do and what he tells you to do. And so that's when we move. I believe that God wants me there to be with my family, to help my family. There's some needs that they have, and there's some other things that he wants me there for, but I actually don't know what they are yet. I'm still seeking and praying about them. So when I believe, when I know that God wants me to do something, I'm all in it. So I'm all in it going back. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, but I'm committed on us moving back. But for those of you that are trying to move out here, I would tell you again, like I told you earlier in the broadcast, come on, don't delay. You're going to have, there's a lot of naysayers around you telling you shouldn't. Where you going about them people? You don't know them. You don't know them. You don't know them people. All they want is your money, and they just want the American dollars. They don't care nothing about you. No. Okay. Yeah. Sit around and when you continue to listen to that propaganda, you'll be petrified of moving. You'll never move any place. You got to put that kind of stuff to the side and realize that this is your life. Okay. You have to live your dream, and you have to do what's best for you. Okay. And so no, that's not to say that you ought to treat the people that's giving that advice wrong or bad or calling them names. No, just accepting what they say. Okay, thank you for telling me that. But I just got to do my thing. I gotta seek this for myself. That's just my life, and you move on. That's all I had to do 11 years ago. I had a lot of people telling me, you shouldn't be going over there. You don't know where you're going. Them people don't like you. They don't like black people. All kind of negative stuff was just thrown at me. But I knew in my heart of hearts that it was time for me to make that change, and that's not what I did. I didn't disrespect the people that gave me the advice. I said, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I'll consider it and all that kind of stuff. But my mind was made up, and I was determined. So I have learned so many lessons in 11 years here. And then especially in the last 12 months, even, I think in the last 12 months, guys, I've learned about twice as many lessons that I learned in 11 years. Okay? I'm serious. Because I'm the kind of guy that's go, 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 go nonstop. I used to get like 4 to 6 hours sleep every night. Yeah, a long time. But this last 12 months, I've been getting 8 hours back. Because I learned to slow my roll and get my rest. When you get rest, everything slows down. You see things better. You see the things you were missing when you always go, 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 and things become more. The things that weren't important to you becomes more significant to you. Those small things, become more meaningful to you, as opposed to the larger things in life. In the USA, it's all about the rat race. You got to get on somebody's job, a 9 to 5, and you get up, go to work, get up, go to work, and you might go to church, and you might go to get a dinner, and you might go to a movie, and that's it. It's round circle, 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 same old, same old. And you do that for 40 years, and then they give you a little stipend, a little Social Security check, or they might have a retirement check for you, and then there's still not enough for you to live. I don't want. I got tired of that, man. I got tired of that, and so I moved 11 years ago. I moved where my money would be more appreciative. My money would appreciate more, and that's where the Philippines. That's where was led to the Philippines. Now there are other countries out there, ladies and gentlemen, of the Love Train Nation, that you can go to that are similar to the Philippines. Thailand, of course. Many people go to Colombia. We got Markel, uh, uh, one of my major subscribers, is a veteran. He lives in Colombia. Uh, Markel Wingfield. He lives in Colombia, and your dollar, the U.S. dollar is like, I think it's 100. You can get 128 of their uh, pesos out there for $1. So it spreads even more. But it just depends on what your tastes are in environments, what your tastes are in culture, what your tastes are in the value of the people, and that you have to do your research. There's a lot of countries out there that you can go to. Some of them will, it's easier to get a retirement visa out there. Some of them it's hard to get a retirement visa. Some of them you can get a permanent resident visa. I have a permanent resident visa here in the Philippines, and it wasn't to get a permanent resident visa here, guys. You have to. There's several ways you could do it. I did mine by marrying a Filipino. My visa is called the marriage visa, or that's the colloquial term for it, the marriage visa, or 13A is the more the exact name of it. I have a 13A permanent visa. Okay, how did I get that visa? I got that visa by marrying a Filipino. Lisa D. We got married. After our first year of marriage, I applied for the visa, and after 12, I first when I applied for it, you have to pay like 20,000 pesos, which is like what, a couple $100, something like that. Yeah, so I applied for the visa, and after 6 months, they give it to you, but they call it 6 month probationary visa. After 6 months, you have to come back in and do an interview with the immigration people, Filipinos immigration people, and they decide if you're going to get a permanent visa. Now, what they do is they check the police reports. They see if your name's been in, you've done anything illegal, your name's been on the blacklist or anything that's going to get you kicked out of the country. And then once they do that, they say if you okay for those 6 months, then you get a permanent visa. So with my visa, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to pay any money. Once you pay that, I had to. Well, let me correct this. I paid 25,000 to get the probationary visa, and then I paid another 25,000 to get the permanent visa. Okay, so once you pay that, you don't have to pay any more money. That's it. So I can come and go in this country at any time I get ready on a permanent at any time because I'm a permanent resident here. I've been a permanent resident here for I think nine years now. Yeah, 9 years. I've been a permanent resident because before that time I had the tourist visa. You guys, for those of you that are not married and you're coming to the Philippines for the first time, you will probably get a tourist visa. On the tourist visa, you have to have a passport. If you're from the United States, rather, you have to have a passport, a valid passport that won't expire within 6 months, and you can just come on down. Okay, and once you get here, you can stay here for 29 days. If you want to stay longer than the 29 days, then you have to put in for an extension. Okay, I forgot how much the charges are, but it's not that much. You go down to the immigration office and you put in, I want to stay another 30 days, and you get another 30-day extension. And you can do that every month, extend your visa out every month for a year. Okay, and after the year, you have to go and leave the country at least 24 hours and come back, and you can rinse and repeat, do the same thing, stay here. A lot of guys are doing that, you know. A lot of guys are still on that tourist visa. Now, tourist visa is one of the most expensive visas out there because you constantly have to pay. You have to pay for the renewals. Okay, so that's very, very expensive, guys. So if you do have someone that you love out here and you want to marry them, that would be a good thing to do. Get married, have a permanent visa, reduces your expenses, and you have the love of the one you want, right? You're married. You made a commitment, right? For those of you that are like commitment minded, like me, I know a lot of you guys. Commitment is like a dirty word, you know. I'll say commitment, nah, baby. Why I got to buy the cow when I can get the milk free? You know, that's I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Well, I got to buy the cow, Bobby, when I get that all that milk free. Okay, you know, you don't have to buy the cow, and you don't have to get the milk free. But you know, if you want to make a meaningful lifestyle and a meaningful change, it involves commitment. Okay, you can get anything. A lot of things in life is free, but is it worth it? You know, is it significant? Is it meaningful? You know. I want meaning out of my life. I want significance out of my life. I want sustainability. Something's going to last. I don't want just slam bam, thank you, man. Anybody can get that, you know. Anybody can hit and get it, you know. But you want something more to that. well, let's see. I think most guys that are real down to earth gentlemen like me want something more meaningful. And so I believe in commitment, and I believe in sustainability, and I believe in devotion, and I believe in one unity. So those are the things that motivated me to marry and get married with Lisa D. Now, Lisa D was my first marriage. I had another marriage, and I thought I had all the things I needed in it till it went sour. And marriages can go sour anytime you stop working. Okay, when you stop working on your relationship, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, things can go sour very, very bad. And then what the problem is that we don't see it going down. And you say, I don't know why she divorced me. You had your eyes closed. That's what you was ignorant. You had your eyes closed. You didn't read the handwriting on the wall. You know? A lot of people, that's what a lot of guys say. I don't know why she did that. I did everything for her. Yeah, but there's some things that was missing. Okay? A lot of times it's people, you just get one viewpoint, your viewpoint. You think that just because you pay the bills and you go to work and that's it? Nah. It's more to life than that for that woman. Women have to be told that they're appreciated, and they have to be showed. You have to show them that they're appreciated, and that takes work. WORK, baby. I mean, you can't get any. There's no other way around it. You have to work on your relationship. Okay. What does that mean, BobbieD? What do you mean work on my relationship? I don't know what you mean. That's why you're in trouble right now. Because you don't know what working on your relationship means. Working on your relationship means spending quality time with the one you love. Not just the bedroom time. Bam, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna look goodbye. A dog can do that, man. Hmm? That's a very small part of a relationship. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It is a part, but it's a small part. What about teaching her? What about her teaching you? What about sharing things with her? What about her sharing things with you? What about going out together in meaningful avenues of life and meaningful venues and seeing things that you share together and that build you up together? And what about those types of things? So a lot of times, guys, we miss out on the perfect relationship we have by looking at the grass on the other side and thinking that the grass is greener. But sometimes the grass is not greener. The grass is greener where you are, but you so blind by your foolishness you can't see the green grass. You can't see how green it is because you foolish. You wrapped up in too much foolishness. It's about unity. It's about love, and it's about devotion to each other. When you get that in your mind, when you get that in your mentality, then your relationship will grow and prosper, and it will live long and thrive, and will stay alive. And that rhyme, okay? Yeah, 12 months, baby. 12 months, and I have a new outlook on life. I have a new outlook. It's like I'm just a new person. My eyes have been opened to the fact that I don't have to rush and do anything. Take my time. If I feel like doing it, I do it when I feel like it. and and it's a blessing to be able to say that because a lot of people can't say that. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people can't say that. And I'm just blessed to the point in my life where I can just relax and be me. I don't have to worry about what other people say about me or what other people think about me. If they think I'm mean, I'm mean. That's they think. That's what they think. That's on them. If they think I'm nice, that's the same thing. That's on them. It doesn't bother me. Before, things how people thought about me, whether I was good, bad, or whatever, that would bother me a lot. But it doesn't bother me now. I've been around so long. I done seen a whole lot. It don't bother me, man. You can love me, you can hate me. That's okay. That's your thing. It's your thing. That's how I am now. Before I wasn't like that. I try to make everybody be everybody's friend now. You can't please everybody, man. All you can do is please the Most High God, and then let the chips fall where they what may. Okay, I'm telling you, man. God has been so good to me. I have no complaints, and I'm just thankful that He put me on a path for 12 months, And the past has put me on a new level of thinking, a new level of mentality, and it has changed my reality. All right, guys, that's all for now. I'll try to get back with you tomorrow with another live stream and be on the scene like a sex machine. This is BobbieD saying, take care. God bless. And peace. John Thomas, thank you so much for the donation to the nation. One more time, brother. Take care. God bless and peace. See you on the backside of tomorrow.